Welcome back, Nerd Squad. My name is Roya Destroyaa, and this is Top 10 Nerd. DC's Elseworlds imprint was created to bring us stories that take familiar characters and drop them in totally different times and places. This resulted in many stories in alternate timelines that gave us a fresh new look on the old and familiar. These stories weren't main continuity, but some of them definitely should have been. So let's take a look at the top 10 best Elseworlds stories. In the number 10 spot, we have Amazonia. This story was published in 1997 and took a steampunk-driven perspective into a misogynistic Victorian England where women's rights have been suspended. Here, Diana is an Amazon who is snatched away from Paradise Island by the evil Stephen Trevor, who then forces his new superpowered wife to reenact biblical stories in a London theater. She eventually is able to escape and decides to become a hero for the downtrodden women of England. This story is a win for the ladies everywhere. Coming in at number 9 is Green Lantern Ring of Evil. In this 1994 spin of the Green Lantern, Nazis have summoned and bound a demon to a powerful yellow ring. It is up to the Green Lantern Corps to be the resistance, rather than the intergalactic force that they so often are. And Hal Jordan and Guy Gardner are key players for the Nazis here, while it's up to Jon Stewart to drive the resistance forward. This is a great read for Green Lantern fans that also appreciate a bit of history, and the story is a lot more diverse than your typical Hitler bash. Next at number 8, we got Batman Thrill Killer. 1997's Thrill Killer follows Batgirl and Robin as they serve as Gotham's protectors in the transitional stage of the 60s after witnessing the murder of Dick Grayson's parents. They set out to exact revenge, but have Detective Bruce Wayne hot on their trail to stop the reckless kids and figure out the mystery behind the murder, as well as take on a terrifying new Lady Joker. The artwork is exceedingly unique in this one. I mean, it certainly paints the Joker in a different light, to say the least. In the number 7 spot is Superman and Batman, World's Funnest, which, fun fact, is a real word. In this tale that was put out in 2000, Mr. Mxyzptlk and Batmite are arguing over which hero is the greatest of all time, Supes or the Bat. They of course accidentally kill the heroes, and then they pursue each other through many alternate dimensions, destroying them as they pass through. Hey, nobody said Elseworlds had to be serious, and in this case of a kooky, quirky storyline that is perhaps the weirdest thing Elseworlds has done, it's anything but. They weren't lying about the funnest part. Coming in at number 6, we got Justice Riders. Justice Riders of 1997 takes a Wild West approach to the Justice League. When U.S. Marshal Diana Prince's hometown of Paradise is destroyed, she rallies a team that includes some familiar faces with Western twists to get her revenge. Some members include Wally West, the gunslinging outlaw, and Ted Kord, an inventor donning a pair of antennae. So they switch out some of the superpowers for gunfights instead, but they are well done enough in gritty artwork that you do not miss the special effects. Next up at number 5 is The Golden Age. The Golden Age was published in 1993 and shows us how some heroes have adjusted to life post-World War II, where the Justice Society and All-Star Squadron have retired. Not all heroes are finding the adjustment easy. Green Lantern has been blacklisted, Starman has had a nervous breakdown, Johnny Quick and Liberty Bell got a divorce, but the heroes must pull together to fight the new threat in the form of Tex Thompson, a new US Senator with some nasty secrets. Control and censorship are about to meet their match in this gripping and political tale. Up next at number 4, we have Gotham by Gaslight. Although this 1989 tale wasn't technically published with an Elseworld name, it can be considered the very first Elseworld story retroactively. In this one, Bruce Wayne returns from a trip to hear about strange gang activity taking over Gotham. This influences him to take up the mantle of Batman, but at the same time he is framed for a murder as Jack the Ripper arrives in Gotham. There's a lot going on here. It's a completely different take at Batman, and an enjoyable one at that, plus it basically put Elseworld on the map, so you would be wise to pick it up. In the number 3 spot is JLA The Nail. 1998 brought us this Elseworld comic, which told us the story of what would happen if the Kents got a flat tire due to a nail in the road, hence missing the coming of Christ, I mean Superman. Well, it turns out this nail spells disaster for the Justice League down the line. The series was so unique and well received that it was nominated for an Eisner Award for Best Limited Series, so it is definitely worth a read. And if you can't stand Superman and love a good metahuman elimination tale, this is your book. Coming in at number 2, we have Kingdom Come. Kingdom Come came to our kingdom in 1996. Story here is that the old superheroes we know have hung up their capes, but eventually new heroes surface that blur the lines between hero and villain. Superman tries to contain these threatening heroes in a big prison and convert them, with consequences that only Batman can see. It really does make a point of how tenuous the walls between good and evil can be. Is Superman even a hero to lock all these people up? You get to be the judge. Finally, in the #1 spot, we got Superman Red Son. This 2003 story is one of the more recent on this list, but by far one of the best. It asks the question of what would happen if Superman had landed in the Ukraine and was used as a Soviet weapon instead of a symbol of American freedom. The political tale received critical acclaim and was also nominated for an Eisner Award. Even if you aren't into politics, the story is simple enough to understand and the plot is entertaining to all. Pick it up, give it a read, check out our Red Son video. You will not be disappointed, even if you can't stand Superman. So those were the top 10 best Elseworlds stories. Let me know in the comment section down below which of these stories would you love to see as a movie. My name is Roya Destroyaa, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another nerdy list.